Morning, all. All right, starting things off with your preview. We've got 2 games tonight, Wednesday, and then 14 on Thursday. So Thursday's going to be a bit of a challenge for me. All right, so tonight we have 2 games. One starting at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific, and one a half an hour later. So it'll be another early night. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the New York Rangers and the Buffalo Sabres. The Rangers are 14, 12, and 1 overall. They're 2 and 8 in their last 10, of course. Buffalo 11, 13, and 4. They're 3, 4, and 3 in their last 10. November 7th, Buffalo won the first matchup 6-1. These teams meet again on February the 22nd to round out the season series. Will Cooley, 10 goals, 12 assists, 22 points, has been excellent for the New York Rangers. Not a lot of players who've been excellent throughout the season for the New York Rangers, but I think Cooley has been. And Adam Fox, I would put in that category as well, though he does just have the 22 assists. It's still 22 assists. No goals as of yet. On the Buffalo side, Thompson's only played 23 games, but he has 15 goals, 7 assists for 22 points. Owen Power, 3 goals, 14 assists, 17 points. Lost amongst the palm trees is that these two players are having a pretty good year. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between the Anaheim Ducks and the Ottawa Senators. Anaheim's 10, 12, and 4 on the season, 4, 4, and 2 in their last 10. Ottawa 12, 13, and 2. Overall, they're 4, 5, and 1 in their last 10. On December 3rd, Anaheim won this matchup at home, 4-3 in overtime. We'll see how things work out in Ottawa. Troy Terry, 8 goals, 13 assists, 21 points for him. Minchikov, 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points. And on the Ottawa side, Stützle, 10 goals, 24 assists, 34 points. Shabbat, 1 goal, 12 assists for 13 points. So those are your 2 games for tonight. Tomorrow, it is busy. There are 5 games starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, 1 a half an hour later, 3 a half an hour after that, 1 a half an hour after that, and 2 a half an hour after that. So, for a brief period, there will be 12 games on at the same time. I'll do my best. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Anaheim and Toronto. So Anaheim goes from Ottawa to Toronto. The Anaheim Ducks, as previously mentioned, 10, 12, and 4 overall, 4, 4, and 2 in their last 10. Toronto's 17, 6, and 2. They're 7 and 3 in their last 10, coming off that exciting overtime win against New Jersey last night. These teams will meet again in Anaheim on March the 30th. Frank Vatrano, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. The scoring's come up a bit for him lately. Lacombe. I've started really liking Lacombe's game. 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points for him on the blue line. On the Toronto side, Marner, 10 goals, 28 assists, 38 points, has been fantastic this season. Morgan Riley, 4 goals, 11 assists, 15 points for him on Toronto's blue line. Also at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Montreal Canadiens meet for the third and final time. On October 14th, Pittsburgh won 6-3. November 2nd, Pittsburgh won 3-1. Pittsburgh's 12, 14, and 4 on the season. They're 5, 4, and 1 in their last 10. For Montreal, they're 11, 14, and 3. They are also 5, 4, and 1 in their last 10. On the Pittsburgh side, Malkin, 6 goals, 19 assists, 25 points. Not the dominant player he was like a decade ago, but still very good. Carlson, 2 goals, 17 assists, 19 points for Erik Karlsson. On the Montreal side, Suzuki, 10 goals, 19 assists, 29 points. Matheson, 2 goals, 13 assists, 15 points. Matheson, lower profile this year with the emergence of Lane Hutson on that blue line. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the LA Kings and the New Jersey Devils. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again on January the 1st. LA 17, 8, and 3 on the season, 8 and 2 in their last 10 games. The New Jersey Devils 18, 10, and 3 overall. They're 6, 3, and 1 in their last 10. Kopitar, 8 goals, 24 assists, 32 points for him. And Clark, 3 goals, 13 assists, 16 points on the blue line for Brant Clark. On the New Jersey side, Jack Hughes, 11 goals, 24 assists, 35 points. Dougie Hamilton, 5 goals, 16 assists, 21 points. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Detroit and Philadelphia. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again December 18th and January the 21st. Detroit's 11, 13, and 4 on the season. They're 4, 4, and 2 in their last 10. Philadelphia 13, 12, and 4 overall. They're 5, 3, and 2 in their last 10. On the Detroit side, Larkin, 12 goals, 11 assists, 23 points. And Edvinsson has quietly had a pretty strong season, I think. 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points for him. On the Philadelphia side, Michkov, 11 goals, 16 assists, 27 points. He may very well be back to being the front runner in the Calder chase. I think it's going to be between him, Wolf, and probably Celebrini by the end of the year. Sealer, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points for Nick Sealer. Sealer provides a little bit of toughness, a little bit of everything, and a lot of shot blocking as well. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Washington and Columbus. I'm wearing Columbus because why not? Washington's 19-6-2 overall. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10. Columbus 12-13-3. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10. They got to win a game at home at some point. So, November 2nd, Washington wins this matchup 7-2. These teams will meet again on back-to-backs April 12th and the 13th. Strome, 9 goals, 26 assists, 35 points for Strome. We've talked a lot about how excellent a season he's having. Chychrun, 8 goals, 8 assists, 16 points. Has really been clicking lately for Washington as well. On the Columbus side, Olivier's kind of due for a goal. 8 goals, 3 assists, 11 points for him. And Severson is one of those ones who's kind of quietly having a very good season. Werenski getting a lot of attention. Severson, though, with 6 goals, 10 assists for 16 points. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between Chicago and the Islanders. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Chicago on December 15th. Chicago's 9-17-2 overall. They're 3-6-1 in their last 10. They're coming off that win against the Rangers. The Islanders are 11-12-7 overall. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10. On the Chicago side, Nick Foligno's on the board. 7 goals, 4 assists, 11 points. And I had a funny thought just putting Foligno's name on the board that, Lou Lamoriello could be watching and go, hey, we should get a guy from Chicago. Why don't we get that new kid, that Nick Foligno guy? Vlasic, 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points. Lou Lamoriello likes his veterans. Vlasic, though, 2 goals, 10 assists. Vlasic's a fantastic talent. And every time you see him, I think Vlasic gets better. Anders Lee, 13 goals, 11 assists, 24 points for Lee. Dobson, 2 goals, 13 assists, 15 points. It's not the only reason I put Foligno's name on the board, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't part of the reason. Anyways, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between San Jose and St. Louis. This is the third final matchup between these teams. The third and final. There we go. Eventually my brain kicks in. October 10th, it's a 5-4 overtime win for St. Louis. November 21st, a 3-2 shootout win for St. Louis. So the games have been close, but the Blues won both. We'll see what happens with this third matchup, this one being, of course, in St. Louis. San Jose 10-16-5. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10. It's been a tough road trip. They've had some very tough opponents so far. Luke Cunnin, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points, coming off of a 2-goal game. Wallman, 4 goals, 16 assists, 20 points. Building a case as an underrated defenseman. He's also got a +5 on that San Jose blue line. Kyrou, 10 goals, 14 assists, 24 points for the St. Louis Blues, who seem to be trending in the right direction now. Parayko, 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points for the Jim Montgomery-led team. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between Nashville and Dallas. 2 teams that it feels like have gone in very different directions. Nashville, 7-16-6 on the season. They're 1-6-3 in their last 10. For Dallas, they're 17-10 overall. They're 6-4 in their last 10. October 10th, Dallas won this matchup 4-3. These teams meet twice in April, on the 3rd and on the 16th. On the Nashville side, Stamkos, I think, has been better lately. He has 7 goals, 7 assists now for 14 points. Brady Shea, 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points. On the Dallas side, Johnston, I think, has picked it up lately as well. 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points. Heiskanen's been stuck on points. I feel like he's been on 14 points for a while. 4 goals, 10 assists for Miro Heiskanen. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between Vegas and the Winnipeg Jets. So this is where we see are the Jets back on track. Vegas won the first matchup. That was in Vegas at the Fortress. 4-3 on November 29th. And then these teams meet again on April the 3rd. The Vegas Golden Knights, 18-7-3 overall. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10. Winnipeg, 21-9 overall. They're still 4-6 in their last 10, but coming off that huge win against Boston. Jack Eichel, 9 goals, 30 assists, 39 points. You know, with Eichel, you're getting a lot of points. You get a lot of passes. But with Stone back, and you got Barbashev too, a lot of good offense there to go around. Shea Theodore, 3 goals, 19 assists, 22 points. Has been fantastic recently. On the Calgary side, Zary, 6 goals, 9 assists, 15 points for him. And Kevin Ball, maybe one of the underrated players in Calgary. 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points. I think he's been good. I'm not saying fantastic Norris good, but he's been good. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. We have 2 late starts, starting with Florida and Vancouver. And I don't know if I want to see what this game's going to do, because Vancouver went into Florida on October 17th and won in overtime 3-2. Fantastic fun time for Canuck fans. But the Canucks at home are a different beast. The Florida Panthers on the road are excellent too. So Florida's 18-9-2 overall. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. Vancouver 14-8-5 overall. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10. But the difference between the road Vancouver and the home Vancouver, we'll see how it goes. Barkov, 9 goals, 20 assists, 29 points. He's been very good lately, which will surprise no one. Mikkola, 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points. It's kind of a quietly effective blue line that they have in Florida, and I think that almost warrants a video at this point, but we'll get there. Just talking about just the Florida lineup, the changes that have been made, and how it's affected them this year. Then on the Vancouver side, Suter, 11 goals, 6 assists, 17 points. If Miller's in the lineup tomorrow, and I haven't seen a confirmation yet that he will play tomorrow, but in all likelihood he does, it's going to affect Suter's spot in the lineup. We'll see how things go for him going forward. Quinn Hughes, 7 goals, 25 assists, 32 points. Just one of the best blue liners in the National Hockey League. This is where Canuck fans are like, he's the best, Goober. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. I can't believe he won't admit that he's just the best. Anyways, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between Boston and Seattle. Yes, Boston goes from playing in Winnipeg to playing in Seattle. The Boston Bruins 15-12-3 overall. They're 7-3 in their last 10. But boy, that last game against Winnipeg. For the Kraken, they're 14-14-2. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10 games. These teams met November the 3rd in Boston, and the Bruins won that matchup 2-0. Marchand, 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points for Brad Marchand. McAvoy, 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. McAvoy offensively has been better recently. Beniers, 4 goals, 12 assists, 16 points. Not scoring the way that I think you'd want from Beniers, but defensively he's been very good. That's the thing. They're really good two-way forwards. When they're not scoring, they're still helping your lineup. Montour, 7 goals, 12 assists, 19 points for him. He's been an excellent addition for the Seattle Kraken, a team looking to get above 500 against a Bruins team that's going to want to bounce back from that drubbing they took in Winnipeg. So let me know your winners in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.